Gang, what's good with you? Yo, fam, this is going to be a short video, hopefully, where I just want to cover something. Fam, look, there's a lot of talk out there about gun snobbery. And sometimes I think and I've been accused, falsely I believe, but I've been accused at times of being a gun snob. And I don't think I am. And so, and if you're wondering in your mind, are you a gun snob? Then, I think this is a video to help you kind of break that down and analyze it, right? So I think first of all, we have to have a definition for gun snob. Now, everybody's definition could be different. And so I'm going to give you my definition of a gun snob. To me, a gun snob is a person who is more concerned about price and brand recognition than the actual functionality of the firearm. In many walks of life, sometimes the more expensive something is, the better the quality. But that is not always the case. And guns are like that too, yes. So oftentimes more expensive guns are more higher quality than less expensive gun, but it's not always the case. And a lot of times firearms have diminishing returns. Yes, this gun A may be better than gun B, but are you justified spending the additional $1,000 for the difference between the two? A gun snob would say, yes, I am justified. But, somebody who is more concerned about utility and functionality than name brand and price may think differently. And so I do not think I'm guilty. This is why I do not think that I am a gun snob. Because I don't walk and look at a firearm and be like, oh, I like that. How much does it cost? Oh, it's $500. Oh, no, I'm not going to buy that. I don't do that, right? I don't do that. If I love it and it's less expensive, then all the better in my mind's eye. But I think some of you guys may be like, well, then why do people call you a gun snob? And I think it's because I do have a lot of high-end firearms. But part of that is because, like I said, sometimes the higher-end firearms are better quality and measurable quality. And so, I have my CZ Shadow 2. That is not an inexpensive gun, but I didn't buy it because it was a CZ Shadow 2. I bought it because I did my homework, and out of all of the out-of-the-box pistols that people talked about in terms of accuracy, in terms of quality, fit, and finish, people raved about the CZ Shadow 2. And when I went to shoot it, I was not disappointed, and so consequently, I bought it. Now, I think if you look at my gun collection, I don't have, other than my little Davis Industries 380 that I bought, 30 years ago, or whatever it was, I don't have any bad guns. All my guns are really quality firearms. And I would feel comfortable with pretty much any of them, using any of them to defend my life, whether they were at the lower end of the price spectrum. And when I talk about the lower end, I'm excluding kind of what I paid for them because I'm in California, and any gun that isn't on the California handgun roster that you have to buy private party, there's a huge markup, anywhere between 150 to 300% depending on the gun. But so I'm just going to speak now from an MSRP perspective. So I've got guns that MSRP for, $300, $400. My the Beretta PX4 Storm, that's like a $400 gun, $500 gun. My Glock 17, not the way I have it constructed, because I did a lot of aftermarket stuff to it, but just Glock 17s in general. That's not an expensive gun. That's not a gun snob gun. The Glock 19 is not a gun snob gun. The Glock 27 I have is not a gun snob gun. Mechanics are not gun snob guns. Maybe more so out here in California because they're so rare. But in most places, mechanics are readily available and they're not super expensive firearms. So I have plenty of guns that I think are at the lower end of the spectrum, but for one reason or another, they serve a purpose for me. I utilize them, I enjoy them, and I have enhanced them. And if I'm being 100%, some of the enhancements that I've made to my lower end guns, I mean, they can go head to head with a lot of my higher end guns. And so, for this reason, I don't think I'm a gun snob. And so, if you are, do you, boo-boo? Do you? I'm not saying anything. All I will say is, don't be fooled. Again, I don't talk about what I do in my day job because it's not really relevant to the channel. But I work with a lot of businesses, okay? And what I have come to learn over the years, I've dealt with a lot of manufacturers, right? And, you know, I've been in manufacturing plants where the budget, let's say, women watch the channel so they can relate to this, like the budget purse that they're buying at Target or whatever is on the same manufacturing line as that high-end purse that's costing them $1,000. And they don't realize that the only difference is the label that's stamped on at the end. Fam, a lot of these gun manufacturers are the same way. A lot of them are using foreign manufacturers, or you got or doing contract manufacturing for other guns. And a lot of the parts are similar. A lot of the fit and finish is similar, but you slap on another name and all of a sudden the MSRP triples, right? And so I just say be careful of that. You know, sometimes there is a direct correlation between price and quality, but not all the time. Sometimes that inexpensive hole-in-the-wall diner has better food than the 5-star restaurant. That's just what it is, fam. And so, no, I am not a gun snob. I refuse to accept that label. All right? Look, fam, as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, take care of one another and peace.